was a quiet evening, the kind where the world seemed to hold its breath in the stillness of dusk. Marie sat alone in a small park near her apartment, the last golden rays of sunlight spilling over the benches and trees. She clutched a single card in her hand that she found in her late great grandmother's jewelry box. It was worn and a little burned. The card was the Five of Hearts. She didn't know why her great grandmother kept it. It had never been a particularly valuable card, nor did it hold any special markings, but there was something about it, something that spoke to her, though she couldn't quite put it into words. As she sat, the breeze brushed against her cheek. Marie pondered her life. She was tired of always feeling like something was missing. Her job unfulfilling, her relationships complicated, and her dreams felt distant, as if they were just always out of reach. There were times when she prayed for guidance, but the answers always seemed hazy, like shadows at the edge of her vision. In that moment, as the cool air wrapped around her, Marie closed her eyes and whispered a prayer. God, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. Please show me the way. I'm ready for something more. A quiet, gentle voice echoed in her heart, calm yet powerful, like a whisper in the wind. Pick the card. Startled, Marie opened her eyes. The card was still in her hand, as if it was waiting for her. She blinked, unsure if it was her imagination, but the voice was clear, as though it had come from within. It wasn't a command, but an invitation, a gentle nudge, asking her to trust, to take a step forward. Her fingers hesitated for a moment, then she looked down at the card, the Five of Hearts. Something stirred in her chest, a mixture of excitement and fear. What did this card mean? Marie didn't know. She could feel the weight of the question pressing on her, but the answer was elusive. Still, something inside of her told her to listen, to trust, even when she didn't understand. She stood up, holding the card close to her heart. With one last glance around the park, she turned and walked toward a small church at the far end of the park, the one she hadn't visited in months. The doors were slightly ajar, the soft glow of candlelight spilling out into the evening. Inside, the air was heavy with the scent of incense, and the faint sound of a hymn drifted through the space. Marie's steps slowed as she entered the peaceful silence wrapping around her like a blanket. She approached the altar, her hands still clutching the Five of Hearts. She knelt and bowed her head, unsure of what to do next. God, if you're speaking to me, I'm listening, she whispered, her voice barely a breath. Please, show me what I need to do. For a long moment, there was nothing but the soft flicker of candle flames and the weight of her thoughts. And then, just as her mind was about to wander, she felt a warmth, a presence surrounding her, as if the very air had shifted. A voice, gentle but firm, filled her heart. The Five of Hearts, the voice said, represents love, not in the way you expect. It is not about finding love from others or even from yourself. It is about letting go, letting your heart be open enough to receive the love I've always offered. The Five of Hearts is not a card of loss, but of trust and surrender. When you give yourself over to me, you will see that what you thought you lost was never truly gone. Tears welled in Marie's eyes as the weight of the message settled in her soul. She had spent so many years searching for meaning, for answers in all the wrong places. She had been chasing love, approval, success, and validation from the world around her. But here, in the quiet of this holy space, God was showing her something different. Love wasn't a prize to be earned, it was already given, already abundant, waiting for her to receive it. She exhaled deeply, releasing the tension she had held tight for so long. The card, the Five of Hearts, seemed to glow softly in her hand, as though it were infused with the divine truth that she had been seeking. "I am enough," she whispered, the words finally sinking in. For the first time in years, Marie felt a deep peace settle within her. She wasn't alone. She wasn't missing anything. She was already whole, already loved, already seen. She stood up slowly, the weight of the card now light in her hand. As she left the chapel, the night seemed different, more alive, more vibrant. The stars overhead shone brighter, as though the universe itself was whispering back to her, reminding her of the love that surrounded her. The Five of Hearts, once a mere card, had become a symbol of surrender, of trust, and of God's unending love. And Marie knew deep within her that this was just the beginning of a new chapter, one where love was not a game, but a gift she was finally ready to receive.